Hey, wait, don't go live yet. We need to talk about those super racist comments you made earlier, Keegan.
We are live.
I know.
Dude, I tried addressing it with him too, and he just ignored me.
Anyway, so as you can tell, they're joking, but we are live now.
As they can tell, huh?
Yeah.
Nice cover up. Likely story.
Who's this? Why? Who's this? They? Huh?
Everyone that's not watching, could be our last episode ever. We'll see. As far as YouTube goes, I've been pretty disillusioned and just kind of not wanting to continue. But we carry on, and we're here for another episode of Culz Sports Chat. Bobby, you've been gone for a little bit. Where were you?
Vegas.
Vegas. Did you get
My
up to any
birthday, yeah.
trouble there?
No. I won
No.
$50.
Well, hey, at least you left a winner, so that's good.
Yep.
What you didn't hear is that he bet 5,000,
No, I wouldn't do it.
but he won 50. So
What?
I was
Where
watching
did you
guys play
win?
poker. Oh, God.
Where
These
did
guys
you
play
win the
serious
50
money.
bucks, Bobby?
Huh?
Where did you win the 50 bucks?
Over at the Flamingo.
oh, nice. That's
Yeah,
one
I
of those
picked
older
the
ones.
machine. I said, oh, something's going to happen with this one. I was down to like $3, and all of a sudden, boom.
I know most people, including my Uncle Mark, win in the airport. My theory is they let you win a little bit because then you're like, next time it's going to be my time.
Yeah, it's either you win, you're like, we're off to a good start, and you have money to go spend,
Yeah.
or you're like, maybe Vegas ain't so bad. I gotta come back.
Right. Yeah. No, at some point I want to get back to Vegas. I was really excited because there were some rumors swirling that the pirate show was coming back.
Mhm.
But it seems like people have been shooting those down, that it's not true. So we'll just have to keep an eye out
even if
for
it's rumors now, I feel like there's enough hype to show that
Yeah.
these people want it.
Yeah.
So can't
The
hurt.
hype now is the F1 race. That's the hype out there now.
Though to be
What?
fair, there was hype to not get rid of their volcano, and they're building a giant guitar in
Yeah.
place of it. So
Well, because that's going to be the Hard Rock Casino, correct?
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, like I get that things got to change, but Vegas is one of those places that honestly, I feel like most of it could have stayed. Like it's iconic.
yeah. Well, and the only good thing I think about the Hard Rock is it feels Vegas. I know they have one in Florida.
Oh, it very much does. Just like Planet Hollywood fit there so well. Like
yeah,
it definitely fits, and it is timeless. Like music is always going to be a theme that continues on. So at least once they build this, it should be there at least our lifetimes.
yeah. Well, and I think another thing with Vegas, I'm hoping turns out to be real, is that like retro theme park they want to do.
That'd be really badass, like doing that back in the decades kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, because that definitely again feels like Vegas. A lot of those stars were Vegas at some point.
Correct me if
And-
I'm wrong. They're wanting to do it all indoors, right?
I think it's going to be kind of like Universal or Disney, where it's themed outside inside type of
Oh,
deal.
because I was gonna say, I feel like the only issue is that the elements out there are really rough for a theme park.
Yep.
Like, even like it definitely trumps Disney and Universal for how bad it would be having to be out there every day. Because some of that heat, you're gonna have to build those rides really, really well because it gets scorchingly over 100 almost every day
Yeah, well, and then the winter it gets pretty cold
at night,
there's
especially.
Yeah, there's some cool nights I know, and it gets windy, very windy. Like
Yeah,
the
I think if they're
Bellagio
gonna do any
or
kind of
something.
theme park, it needs to be almost 100% indoors, in my opinion,
Mhm.
for it to be successful. But that's just me.
Yeah, well, and I think they're kind of soft testing that with the Universal like fright thing that they're doing, seeing how that does. Because at one
Well,
point
yeah,
they
that-
did have a theme park there.
Because I feel like that Area 51 with
Mhm.
Meow Wolf in it, and now Horror Nights, all that stuff. Like it fit. I think that's as close as we're gonna get to a theme park for a while. But if they just do a full-fledged one, like I'd love to see it. I mean, that God knows they get enough tourism there.
Yeah, well, and there's rumors again. We'll just say it's rumors again that a very big entertainment company might be looking at that circus area for hotel
that.
park, and I'm sure you guys can guess what company. They have
Disney.
Yeah, Disney. There you go, Bobby. So we'll see what Disney does, but I'm sure if Universal's having success and they're going to start their like movie
See,
industry
I don't
out
know.
there,
I have to say, I don't know if I see it happening because Vegas is just so antithesis of the Disney brand even though you'd make a lot of money. So
You
that's
would.
kind of yeah. If they did it well, they'd make a killing out there. But again, it's very, very different from the usual like Disney crowd, family friendly kind of thing. I know Vegas is kind of leaning more towards families now, but I think we still got a while before it gets there.
Yeah. Well, and we'll see. I know right now, I think they're in their sports phase. They're trying to get NBA. They have 2 competing stadiums going on right now for the NBA. So we'll see if any
NBA
of
will be
them
cool,
get
and I can't wait to see the A's over there.
And the stadium looks cool. I know they've kind of value engineered it a bit, but still it's unique. And I think that's what we enjoy. Like the Titan Stadium looks different than the other NFL stadiums.
Yeah, that's why SoFi looks cool. Like it looks different from other
Mhm.
stadiums, so it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of neat.
Well, and SoFi kind of looks like their old logo with the ram head.
It does.
And then they changed it. And I'm like, could have just pasted that right on top. But yeah, we're actually here not to talk Vegas, but if you guys want us to, I'm sure we could. But today we're going to be talking sports. Nick, we'll start it off.
Don't you say it. Don't
Another-
say it.
another
Don't
loss.
say it, Keegan.
The
Another
No,
loss.
University
that's not what he's bringing up,
of
Burgles.
Colorado Bears lost.
Yeah, that's what he was bringing up. Another loss.
Oh, I thought you were talking
49
about your own.
49 to 10. No, that's just a given at this point. Wouldn't trade me Detroit's defense because he doesn't like the Texans, even though he would have kept both of them on his bench. But no, Northern Arizona beat them
So
49 to 10.
what I'm hearing is it's not so
49
much
to
that
10.
it's not that Keegan doesn't like Houston, it's that Keegan doesn't like you.
Yep, that's why he
That's-
tortures me every week.
Yeah.
So Northern Arizona, Nick just whooped up on the Bears.
Again, I don't want to like talk smack about my own the college I went to because I'm alumni, but I mean, it's not hard to do. 49 to 10.
You know, I have a question real quick, Keegan. This picture that you always keep showing, is this the UNC stadium?
Yes.
Yep.
My high school stadium was like 4 times bigger than this.
Probably more people probably went to it.
I mean, yeah. I know football's pretty big in Texas, so I guess that's why. But yeah, our high school stadium was huge compared to this. This looks like this is literally the size of like our JV field that we had for like gym class. Like
Yeah, but see, we could be the turning point. Nick goes there, he breaks the curse. The Bears start winning, they build a giant stadium.
Yep.
So
All because I went there one time.
no. You're gonna go
The
there.
next time they play at home is November 22nd, by the way. So
you
UNC.
gonna be there?
Maybe we'll see.
Did you go to any games when you went to school there?
Yes, I did. And the one
Okay.
game I went to, I remember at one point they were 3rd and 42. They had over almost half the field to go on a 3rd down.
Did they make it?
No, they
Oh.
didn't. They went from 3rd and 42 to like 4th and 39.
Yeah, at least they got some positive yards. But yeah, at some point, Nick, I know his goal is to become head coach at UNC, so let's help get him to that level. It'd be really fun for him. I think he could just take them to I think a bigger turnaround than what we've seen with Dion at CU Buffaloes if we get Nick there. So, UNC, what are we doing? David, the week started off a little.
Folks.
The week started off a little differently, though, in the NFL world with the Cowboys. What happened there?
You know, it's a serious subject, so a lot of jokes that went just through my head, I'm not going to say. Yes, unfortunately, one of the defensive players is no longer with us, as in with us here on Earth, not just the team. He passed away in a pretty tragic, altogether very bizarre incident. He ended up ultimately taking his own life. So just realistically, anybody out there, if you've got any issues, anything going on mental, definitely reach out, find somebody to talk to. It's never fun. It's not anything that anybody likes to talk about and mess with, but I think everybody has struggles like that occasionally. So make sure you're, reaching out to multiple places, or even, hey, message us even here if somebody needs to talk. We'll get somebody to talk to you. Like nobody should have to go through that alone. So very tragic. Kind of definitely put a damper on the team. And I think bye week came at a good time for them because it'll take at least a week to process everything going on. And on the football side of things, even though, with loss of real life, nobody really cares about sports, but it is unfortunate considering defense was already pretty down and now one of the better guys, because he literally just scored his first NFL touchdown in that Cardinals game right before this happened. So
yeah, like 3 nights before it was.
Exactly. And he was second round pick last year that they drafted him. Like he had a very bright future ahead of him. So extremely sad story, I think, all the way around. So not very fun, but I'm sure they're going to try to rally as best they can. Maybe even in his honor, try to get some stuff going for this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was good to see the NFL at least come together and honor him. Because again, it was just not a good situation, and it kind of shows that even though he looked super happy and bubbly on the outside, obviously was dealing with some stuff. So if you're ever dealing with stuff, make sure, like David said, to reach out and talk to people. Scott, another passing this week was the former commissioner. What were your thoughts with what he did with the league in his time there?
He in Tagliabue's tenure, kind of moved it on, moved it up, I believe. I think he really set the table for further growth from now on. It is a sad passing in that he had so much to do with the league and its development, even up to today. So we definitely give prayers off to his entire family, and we thank him for his service to the NFL.
Now, Scott, correct me if I'm wrong. He got a pretty long life, correct? Like, wasn't he in like his 80s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. I mean, it's still sad when somebody dies, but I think, if you can have a job like NFL commissioner for like, what, a decade or so? I know he had it for quite a while. And then it sounds like he got a pretty good life after that. So good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, so that was the week that was. So now that it's also Veterans Day. So for any veterans,
yeah, thank you, vets.
Thank you for your service. And yeah, obviously we couldn't be here chit chatting and just BSing about sports if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you. But on that note, Bobby, can we just kick the Broncos off of primetime TV? Because it seems like anytime they're primetime, they're terrible.
I don't know what's with the team though. They need to start quicker than what they've been starting.
They just need to look good. They haven't looked good at all. I know they're 8 wins and good on them, but I don't think that's sustainable in the playoffs when you face good teams.
No, but we got to get up for Kansas City though. We got to move the ball, and start quick.
Well, and I guess on the Broncos side too, their linebacker Singleton.
Yeah.
He got I don't know if it was like they did do testing for PDs or whatever like the NFL does.
Yeah,
they found he actually had cancer.
Yeah.
And he was able to get surgery. They caught it early enough. So
yep. Weird
week NFL. And to cap it off, what's his face got extradited from Dubai.
Yep.
Yeah, he's charged with murder.
Attempted murder, I think.
Yeah, like, gosh.
What a week. Yeah, it's been kind of a wild week. David, NFL game-wise, what was the craziest thing this past weekend?
Crazy in a good way or crazy in a stupid way?
Whatever way you want to take.
So crazy, I guess, in a good way because it was entertaining. The garbage 2 a.m. on Tubi game between the Jets and the Browns. That was very interesting. A lot of crazy plays there, so good for them. Super crazy in a good way, at least for them. The Dolphins beating the Buffalo Bills? What? I don't know where that came from. That's absolutely insane. And then crazy in a just waste of everybody's time. That Monday night game last night
Yeah.
Awful game. Supposed to be two of the better teams in the NFL, and we went into halftime 0-0. And I'm going to say it's not because both defenses were like on fire.
It went into the fourth quarter 3-0.
Yeah, like I don't know what it was just awful. Both teams should have to have another bye week where they just forfeit and sit down and think about what they made us watch.
Yeah, see, at least with the Eagles side, you're like, okay, they're better than that. The Packers, I don't know if they're better than that because they've had some really bad games, like against the Browns that they lost.
I just don't. All right, so Keegan, if I would have asked you last week before these games, hey, what do you think is going to be a more exciting game? The Jets versus the Browns or the Eagles versus the Packers? Would you have ever picked the Jets and the Browns? Probably not.
No.
I would say probably 8 out of 10 I would have picked the Eagles game. But there's always that 2 out of 10 that they're so bad it becomes good type of game.
But would you think that it would be a genuinely exciting, like more so than the other one?
No.
Or if I would have just told you, hey, I bet at half it's going to be 0-0, would you have bet against that?
I would have
I'd
said
be like,
no way. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the teams.
I would have. If anybody would have offered me any amount of money on that, I would have taken it. Because there's no, somebody will at least get a field goal.
I mean, the Packers could have, but they gave it up in the 20-yard line. They fumbled it.
Yeah, they were just like, very disappointing. That could be we could have just seen the decline of both of those teams for the rest of the season. Because they were not putting anything out there that I feel like, especially like you said, the Packers, we haven't seen anything from them yet to make me be like, okay, Jordan loves the answer. Mm-hmm. He's doing great. They've got it. I'm not counting on them as a playoff team. And honestly, like the Eagles, like they've been winning, but I think they're very beatable. Put them against some of these other top teams right now, and I don't think they make it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Eagles at least win the division. The Packers, I don't even know if they make the playoffs, to be fair, because the Lions are good. And now that MCDC is running the offense, they've looked much better. The Bears they have fight in them at least this year, so I think they can beat them. And the Vikings have a good defense. It's just their offense I kind of worry about. But I think Packers are 4th place in that division. I don't know. I think they're the most trouble. And I know, Nick, you were pretty excited about that, right?
I mean, I was excited to see the Packers not scoring last night. I don't know about you guys. I was super like, the Packers have 0 points going into the half. But no, yeah, they are the bottom of the NFC North right now, and that's not their normal spot in the NFC North. So I'm happy to see them.
And it's not like you were saying, it's not like they're in an awful division or anything. Like, so it's going to be tough for them to fight their way out of that.
Scott, what about you? What was something crazy going on this week in the NFL games?
Let's see what the whole list of games were kind of bookended by 10-7 point games. Was it Raiders and Broncos on Thursday?
Yeah.
Was 10-7 Eagles and Packers. So the only other really problem with that is that there really wasn't a whole lot to talk about for the games in between the 2 10s and 7s. None of them were just really that thrilling. I mean, there were some good games as always. There were some great plays as always, but not really one of those games that you really just kind of sat at the edge of your chair waiting to see what was going to happen.
Yep.
Well, Scott, what about the Colts in Germany? Jonathan Taylor not quietly running for 244 some yards, 3 touchdowns. He's on pace for 2,400 total yards, I think.
That's a lot. That's amazing.
Yeah, there was a comparison with Adrian Peterson in his MVP season had 7 touchdowns at this point of the season.
Yeah.
Taylor has 17.
Just proves it doesn't matter which country you're in or which side of the planet. Jonathan Taylor will run right over you. Just get out of his way.
He's got to play the Jets or the Giants, and
Out of
Breaks
there.
his leg on the turf.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, no, I think the Colts are at least in the handful of really good AFC teams that I could at least see coming out of the AFC for the Super Bowl.
They still barely won that game in Germany, though.
Yeah, but they won it.
But I
That's
thought they
the
would.
thing.
I thought they were going to be
Nice
much
pick.
more decisive in taking that win. But Falcons almost got it.
Yeah.
The Falcons' last 2 games have looked better. They've at least been consistent. They haven't been able to win, but against the Patriots and the Colts, they only lose by less than a touchdown. So I don't know. I can't say they're good either because they got blanked by the Panthers. So it's just a tough look for Atlanta.
And then the Panthers lost.
To the Saints of all teams.
I know. And the Panthers were looking hot. Like, they've had a really good streak going. And then the Saints, like, nothing this weekend made sense.
Yeah, and the Saints touchdown came because the defender fell down. So just bad plays. Nick, what is something that surprised you NFL game wise?
The fact that we had 4 teams with 2 matchups each that ended in the same score. We had the Broncos and Raiders ending in a 10-7 score. Last night's game ending in a 10-7 score. And then we had Detroit and the Seahawks games both ending in 44-22. I thought that was really interesting to see, actually.
Seattle is starting to look good. They've now had a couple games when they're up. They've scored 35-plus points before halftime.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't know. Something's clicking. Shaheed didn't really do a lot this week, but again, it's his first game. We'll see what he does. And that defense looked really good. 2 return fumbles for touchdowns by the same player back-to-back plays. So, that was super cool. Brendan, what is something that surprised you this week from the NFL week?
The Jags dominated the Texans for 3.5 quarters. And then the Texans came back and won by a defensive touchdown.
With 26 points unanswered in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Honestly, to be fair, though, they won the game before that defensive touchdown. The fact that because they had stopped that play.
I mean, I was going to say the fact that they
run.
were even put in that position where they could win the game or stop him. Yeah,
especially with a backup quarterback.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Maybe he's better than their starting quarterback. I don't know.
I mean, after that performance, it is a really weird question because, yes, he led an incredible comeback and did fantastic, but then he was kind of shitty for most of the game.
Well, so, yeah, I think right off the bat he threw an interception, right, David? Because you were like, there goes an interception.
He was literally in negative points for me because I had to pick him up and play him because my only backup this week was what's his name? Who's their starting quarterback?
CJ Stroud.
Yeah, Stroud. And Dak was on bye, so I was playing Stroud, and then he didn't pass concussion protocol in time. And I mean, I'm glad it worked out for me because he almost got me like 40 points. Like, he was fantastic. But it's just, if I was the coach, I don't know what I would do. It's a difficult situation to decide who you're going to go. Kind of like they have with the Cardinals. Like,
yeah, where they feel like they're kind of soft benching Kyler, where they're like, he's hurt. And everyone's like, is he really hurt? Because he was practicing. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I have a feeling they were like, listen, man, we're going to put you on IR to kind of protect your pride while we see what this kid can do.
Well, I think some people are wondering that with Mac Jones, too. Because they're like, is Purdy really still hurt? Like, or is it just because Matt Jones is like the hot hand right now?
It's really difficult to. I mean, this is exactly what happened to Tony Romo here in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was out, and then Dak came in and was doing so well that even when Romo was ready to go, they were like, "We got to stay with the hot hand."
Yeah, because you don't want to screw that one up. And speaking of coaching decisions, Dable's out. I didn't really expect that one this early. I
thought they'd give him the season.
I definitely thought they would too, especially because Neighbors is hurt, Cam is out.
Yeah, like with the injuries, with the quarterback change, with I still think it was a great choice to go ahead and start playing Dart now.
Yeah.
Like, obviously the future of the team. I really thought they'd give him the rest of the season, especially since they don't have anybody like heir apparent right behind him to take over.
Yeah. Well, so it sounds like they maybe wanted to give Kafka a try because he has interviewed for head coaching positions, and they're like, we might as well see what he can do with what we have. Also, it sounds like Dart getting that. It wasn't the fact that they've given up 4 fourth quarter 10-point leads this year. It was the fact that Dart has been screened now for his 4th concussion this year that I think led to them being like, get him out. Stop making the quarterback
from the
run.
news that you sent me, it sounds like they're going to let Scadaboo coach a couple games, right? Just to see.
I mean, I think we would be very excited to see what Scadaboo could do as a head coach down in the Giants. Definitely that.
To be fair, they can't do any worse.
As long as they stop making Dart run the football, like that's what I don't get. Dart was running more than Barkley was running as a Giant, and that I think is a concern.
And I wonder how much of that is like, is that the call played, like, or the play that's called, or is it Dart improvising, and feeling like he's got to run, because they don't really have much in the running game right now either.
So the
I wonder
reports
if
is it's more scheduled runs, like quarterback sneaks and stuff that were planned.
I get that he's young and he's got great legs, but you can't do that with the person that's going to be your franchise quarterback.
No.
That's just asking for an early career ender. Like you said, 4 scans already. That's crazy.
Yeah, and one of them probably should have left the game, but we had all that weird stuff where Cam goes to the the blue tent and the coach goes in and then they're like, get Cam out. I don't care how hurt he is, and Dart ends up coming back in for that game. But yeah, no, you got to just protect your quarterback. He was the one that believed in Dart in the first place. So
because also, let's be honest, the Giants aren't making it this season.
No.
Like, the season's over. This is now a rebuilding year. Like, why risk him on a season that's not going to get you anywhere?
Yeah. Well, now we've seen Russ looked bad, which helped out the Bears. The Bears defense didn't help out the Bears up until the end. The receivers also didn't help out the Bears. So that was a tough watch, just watching it from a receiver aspect. So many times, like, Caleb had really nice looking passes right into the hands of the receivers, and they dropped it.
Yep.
And it was mainly Zacharias, but Rome had one. DJ Moore had a couple. The only ones that seemed like they could catch were the tight ends. I'm like, just keep passing to them. Bobby, what was the craziest thing you think for the NFL this weekend?
There was a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of bad calls being made this weekend.
Well, what was a bad call that you want to highlight?
That one, they thought we hit the guy in the Raiders quarterback when they threw the flag, and it's like there was no, the guy slid, head first.
Well, hey, if you played against the Bears, you wouldn't have got a penalty because the dude straight up kneed Caleb in the head, and they're like, he was just jumping over the guy. Like, it's fine. No flag. Going to fantasy, though, because I know that's our thumbnail this week. We have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams all tied for first place, David. You're one of them. I'm one of them. It's been a crazy, crazy year. We have 3 weeks left, so I think, like you said, this week should shake that up a little bit. We have some teams playing each other. What are your thoughts going into this weekend?
No, I feel really good. I basically have a bye this week. I'm playing some shitty teams, so I'm not worried about me. No, going against Brendan. That'll actually probably be pretty close. I think we're less than 20 points ahead. I mean, different on the projected, and as we've seen, that can go literally either direction. It only takes 1 or 2 guys showing up or not showing up, and projections get thrown out the window. What I think is interesting, like you said, we do have quite a few these top teams kind of going against each other. Like, I know you got a tough one with Grayson, even though he's 1 behind first. That's going to be a tough game for you. And then your dad and Maddie both going against each other. That's that's going to automatically knock out somebody out of one of these first spots. So only one of them is going to make it. And they're only 6 points different on the projections right now. So that's very much anybody's game on that one.
Yeah,
and then the bottom ones, they've got some matchups too. Scott is going against Shane, and they're both right in the middle, kind of that 4 and 6. So that may be who's going to make playoffs and who's not between those two. And they're literally projected like less than 10 points from each other. So it's going to be a very exciting weekend. I think it'll do a lot for. I mean, honestly, me and Brendan's game is probably the least exciting because both of us are still pretty much in it, regardless of who wins or loses that one. Everybody else kind of has more stakes at it right now on where they're going, except maybe because look, your mom and Nolan, 4 and 6 going against each other, just like Shane and Scott, 4 and 6. So the middle brackets are going straight against each other. That's going to kind of separate. And then we got some of the bottom ones. We got Trinity and Nick going against each other. One of them trying to battle their way out or not. That one's looking really close. I guess Bob and Mark, a little lopsided. That's 4 and 6, 7 and 3. I don't think Mark's got too much to worry about, but hey, maybe Bob pulls off a nice little miracle there. And he's only 15 points behind. So you never know.
I can still pull off miracles.
Hear that? Bobby's
Make
going
some
to
trades.
Bob's going to go pay off some players, be like, just throw the game
Who's
for
offering
Metcalf.
Dave Metcalf?
Wait, you want to trade for Metcalf? You got to
Yeah.
ask Brendan. He's right there.
You offer Metcalf, dude?
Yeah, he's on the trading block.
All right. What do you want?
I'm telling you now, Bob, I sent him a better offer than what you did, and my offer wasn't good.
I'm trying. I don't know who to give Brendan.
I have
My guys
said it because I wasn't going to be the mean one to say it.
No, I just said it because I was like, well, if that's the only offer he gets is from Bob, I can beat that at least.
What do I give him, though? I wonder.
Well, you got to ask him what he wants.
I don't think you have anything to give him, Bob, because anything
Okay.
you would give up worth DJ Metcalf would hurt your team more than Metcalf would help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my team has taken a step back this last few weeks. So
Okay.
as much as I'd like to agree with David, if it was in the first 6 weeks, maybe my team would have showed up. But with how it's been recently, I don't know if my team will. So,
But you're almost guaranteed to make the playoffs still, though.
well, yeah, but
So yeah, and once the playoffs start, it's a whole new season.
but also
So make a couple
imagine
trades.
this. I took a 2 and whatever team from last year, took over a team, and now we're in the playoffs and have more than tripled their win
It's
total.
you haven't done
mean-
anything bad.
I hate losing, so then it stresses me out more.
Well, at least you're not me then.
Hey, Nick, you could win this week. What do you think you're going to implement this week to try to beat Trinity?
I'm just trying to get a couple of decent trades in to try to
He took her best
maximize
fit
my
in.
team. Yeah, it was on her bench. And I just
No.
I just wanted somebody from Minnesota on my team.
She got a slightly better trade out of that than he did.
Oh, I know.
But I assume Nick just wanted somebody from Minnesota. That's
Yeah.
why I didn't say anything about like rejecting it. I was like, whatever. Brendan, I did almost offer you though, and I'll think about it, but I was almost like, I bet he would take a gamble if he wanted Brooks or somebody like that. Like, it's a tough one. I know. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, no, this week.
Because I think I want to keep it because, man, if I traded him away and then he went off next year, I'd shoot myself. I'd be so mad.
I get it.
Your luck, you would trade him away. He would get traded next year to the Cowboys and just kill it.
I'm hoping Blue picks it up next year, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, the running game hasn't been bad, though. The Cowboys, I don't think.
No,
that's been an
Alexander's
issue.
been single-handedly keeping Bob in this.
Javonte Williams, you mean?
Who the fuck is Alexander?
That's what I was asking. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, yes. Javonte Williams has 100% kept Bob in some of these games with some of those scores.
yeah, no, he's actually been looking good. I know week 1 when he came out and scored like 20 points, we were like, all right, this is something. But yeah, I'm trying to see quarterback matchups right now. We got Joe Flacco and the South Park Cows going against Drake May and the Desert Dogs. That's an interesting matchup. I don't think we had that on our bingo card. Matt looks like he's rolling with Josh Allen. My dad's rolling with Justin Herbert. It's a good matchup. Bobby is still playing the Darnold. That's a good move. Looks like Mark has Love in, which I know we've been talking that he's iffy, but he is playing the Giants, so that might not be a bad matchup for him.
He did terrible Monday. Like if he would have played well, that he would have beaten me this week.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think the Eagles are a better defense than the Giants. So
Yeah.
What? The New York Football Giants?
yeah.
Are you sure?
Now I guess it depends if it's in the New York Football Giants Stadium, MetLife.
He
The field
might just
itself
die.
could be dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, the field might just take another sacrifice. So we'll see.
We got Dak versus Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Nick is playing no quarterback. He's going against Jalen Hurts.
Did you just call Tua a no quarterback?
I was just saying if Nick said something. He is playing
No,
Tua.
it's so weird. Every time I optimize it, it always tries to put Tua in.
It's because he technically has more points because Stafford is at 27, Tua is at 28.
Right.
You have to override it sometimes and think of what you think is going to be a better matchup. He's playing Washington. Stafford's playing Pittsburgh.
No, Stafford's playing Seattle.
I was looking at Browning. You're right.
I think Washington's
I don't know.
easier defense.
Yeah, Stafford's the better quarterback, but Washington's the easier defense. So that's
It always wants me to play Justin Fields over Aaron Rodgers.
well, that's because the Jets are amazing.
Well, the last 2 weeks they've been amazing. I think Fields got a injury though this last week though.
No, he's fine.
Is he fine? Okay.
Yep, he's not even
Then he is-
questionable.
Well, I don't know if really fine. I mean, I guess they did have 14 points on 2 yards of offense. So, I mean, yeah, I guess he could be fine.
He's health-wise, he's fine. At least physically. It's not good for your mental health to be on the Jets, though. So
Yeah, I mean the Jets and himself. We've seen some good quarterbacks get ruined. So we have Mariota going against Dart in this matchup. I'm guessing Dart will probably not be there.
I don't know. He's questionable. I don't know if he's going to play or not.
Yeah, so that would leave Mac Jones or Brock Purdy versus Mariota. That is a thrilling quarterback matchup right there. 10 out of 10. And then Caleb versus Jared Goff. So they're both going against good defenses. So I don't know. We'll find out. Nick, there's been a lot of chatter online from Vikings fans displeased with their quarterback play. Are you one of them?
I don't think it's I saw it. I don't think it's necessarily 100% JJ's fault. He is a new quarterback to the league. This was his 4th ever career NFL start. So maybe he still is having some growing pains. I don't think he's the problem right now. But from the talk I see on like a Minnesota fans Facebook page I'm part of, there are a lot of fans who are wanting to get rid of JJ now, like Justin Jefferson.
Oh,
And
really?
I just think that'd be a dumb move for the Vikings to make.
I did see a comment that said playing with JJ is going to turn Jefferson into Stephon Diggs.
He's going to have a lot of babies.
Yeah, isn't Stephon Diggs having 4 kids with 4 different women? More than his touchdown total this year.
He's going to be making little Vikings all over the country.
No, I just think they were meaning more like he's going to request a trade. Brendan, I know the talk out of Philly is that they want to overthrow their offensive coordinator. Are you backing this movement?
He does just well enough that there are some weeks that he's just okay to keep.
Really?
But I really feel like if there was a better option, we need to go for it. Because, I don't know.
Would you take Brian Dable as an offensive coordinator over him?
Wasn't he an offensive coordinator in Buffalo when
Mhm.
like Josh Allen had one of his really good years? So, I mean, sure. I mean, we have the pieces. I think we need a little more depth and healthiness on the offensive line, but
Hey, you guys might get Peyton Manning. I saw him playing center this weekend.
yeah. Who knew
I actually
Jason
heard
Kelce was a better quarterback than Dak?
they're actually bringing McCarthy in to take over as offensive coordinator. So good luck with that.
I
I
heard
heard-
McCarthy going to New York.
That's what I've heard is McCarthy going to New York as well.
That'd be such a stupid idea for them.
I also heard the Ole Miss head coach who
Kiffin.
who coached Dart last year.
That might actually be a good fit if they work well together.
If he wants to go to the New York Giants too.
I was gonna
I
say, if
mean,
he wants to go to the NFL.
I would go. You're definitely going to make a lot more money. Did you know? All right, so I was actually reading this. This is so upsetting. Nick especially will agree because I know he is going through his leftist phase right now. Did you guys know Brian Dable being let go of his contract, being fired for the next couple of years that he's still under contract? He is making 25 cents per second.
Yep.
He's literally making $666,000 each month for not working.
Yeah. That's nice
I've
money.
always said I would.
That's over $500,000 every month to sit on your ass and do nothing.
Yeah.
Looks like John Gruden's getting like or whatever for
Like it's just crazy. Like I don't know about you guys. If I ever was in charge of something like that and these people had to get paid, I would not. I'd be like, hey, you're not head coach, but you're gonna go sit in the office and just fucking do busy work. I'm getting my money's worth out of you. You're gonna do something.
Go give me my coffee. Yeah. Do
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Like you just became the next water boy. Get out there. Like I would not just be like, yeah, no, go be free.
Is it which I just got recently released? I think it's still owed like 50.
All right, well, Keegan's dead, so let's move on to our first match of the week.
nice knowing
Are
Keegan.
you back, Keegan?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like you died.
You froze with a really weird face.
Yeah, you just said 50.
Go. Adios.
50. All right. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. NFL schedule week 11. Can't
Jets,
believe
New England.
uh,
I'm not even gonna watch that game. I'm not gonna lie.
but,
It
but
feels like a
David,
waste of time.
do you feel like we should go around, or do you want to tempt fate and say anyone picking the
Keegan?
Jets?
No, because the Jets have won twice in a row. I think they've earned the right to go around and actually be voted on, even if we think it's a given.
All right. So David, kick us off. Jets, New England.
You know what? Just because I made that terrible mistake 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I guess, that set them on this winning course. That was my doing. And now I'm going to end it by picking the Jets, which will guarantee a New England victory.
All right, Nick.
I will go New England on that one.
Name 5 players on that team, Nick.
Shut up.
Yeah. You're not a real fan.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Bobby, New England or the Jets?
New England.
New England.
Yep.
Scott.
Yeah, Patriots for me. Patriots for me.
All right, Brandon.
You know, David, I tried that same trick on the Cowboys and it worked.
Yep.
I voted for them and they went and lost.
Do it.
No, I can't. I'm going to go to Patriots.
What?
I want to get 10 wins, 10 correct guesses.
Brennan's going for the good picks. I'm gonna go Patriots too. I think they're definitely in contention for like the top 5 best in the AFC. I think they should be probably one of the final 2 teams if they keep playing the way they are. And I think everyone knows was not a huge Drake May fan. but he's been playing
Hold
super
on,
good.
hold on. So Keegan, are you officially saying New England's back? Are you declaring that New England is back?
Are you Keegan? Are you telling us that the boys are back in town?
I don't know if the boys are back in town, but if New England is
No,
back,
that's a Dallas
because
song, Nick.
yeah, I
No.
was gonna say if by back you mean at their winning ways, yes.
Is
They've
New
gotten some.
England the new Kansas City, who was the new New England?
No,
Oh, they're not. So they're not back.
not yet.
Is
But
this dynasty or not?
it could be.
Is it yes or no? You have
No,
to
not
pick
at this
right
time.
now.
Not at
Okay,
this time.
so no, you're saying it's not. Drake May is not the guy. Correct?
He's the guy. I think he's.
Oh, he's the guy. So dynasty then.
I don't know. You have to win
Dynasty.
before you become a dynasty.
Nick, back me up on this. We need an answer from Keegan. Are the New England Patriots better than Jurassic World Rebirth?
Nick, the way you answer this could be 20 points in fantasy.
No, he's backing me up to get you to answer.
I will. Yeah, I'll agree with David on that one.
So what is it, Keegan? Is it better?
All right. Well, let's just move on. The next one, we got Washington and Miami. David?
I would just like to protest the fact that you got rid of Nick instead of me, who asked the question.
Yeah, you always punish me for all of these.
You know what? It's two teams that are straight ass cheeks, and they're so bad we're not even letting them play in the country for this game. we have exiled both teams. Because it helps the Cowboys, I'm gonna go with Miami, and I do think their win against Buffalo was more impressive than any win that Washington's gotten this year. I don't know what's going on to them because that team has done a major 180 from what they were doing last season. Like, Commanders looked like they were going to be one of the top teams for quite a while last season, and then something fell apart between then and now. So until they show me they can do something again, Miami's not doing well at all either. But I think they've got a better handle of getting things together, and maybe they're still pumped from losing their GM. So let's go Miami.
I think one issue with Washington is they are the oldest roster, I believe, if not their second.
Did you hear that
that's catching up with them?
Did you hear that they're trying to convince them to name their new stadium after Trump?
Yeah, I did see that.
That's so funny. I hope they do it. That would be such a troll move to everybody, just to forever have Trump Stadium. And he would sponsor from with money and stuff if they did it.
There'd be a big hotel built into it.
I'm not gonna lie, regardless of what you think of Trump, if this became Trump Stadium, it'd probably be one of the coolest stadiums out there. It would be very unique. It would probably be gaudy as hell. It'd be like a gold stadium. It would be so funny. It'd be like a gold stadium with a giant, 100-foot American flag always above it or something. It'd be crazy. But I'd be all for it. Also, speaking of Miami, did you guys see that video of the coach driving around Buffalo trolling the fans after Miami won?
Yeah.
And then when they asked him at the press conference, he wouldn't give them a straight answer about it.
Was that you?
AI is really good these days. They were like, "Oh, it was your car? It looked like your watch." It gets details really well. So AI is crazy. And they're like, "Okay, but that doesn't answer it, was it?"
How bad was the GM that firing him? They just come out and play so good.
I mean, I'm hoping for a day that happens when Jerry Jones dies. So,
but what if it doesn't? He lives on forever.
This world, if one man discovered how to live forever, knowing our luck, it would be fucking Jerry Jones. And hey, you know what though? Speaking of that, great news. The Mavs have fired Nico, the architect of getting rid of Luka. Finally is gone after fans spent an entire year wearing shirts saying to fire him and all this stuff. They finally got rid of him. So Dallas has some good news this week, regardless.
That was such a terrible trade. I don't know what they were thinking when they were like, he's out of shape. Like, what?
He's had like his best years ever now.
Yeah. Craziness. Bobby, who you taking?
Who's that? Who's it? Miami and who?
Washington.
Washington. Trump Stadium.
So Bobby's
There you
all in
go.
on Trump Stadium. Brennan.
Miami. I'm not going to root for a division rival.
All
Can't, right? Can't do it.
Exactly.
Nick.
I'll take Miami on that one.
Scott. Oh, we can't hear you, Scott.
Scott, we can't hear you. Check your mic.
Or
Still
keep
can't hear
talking.
you. Still can't hear you.
Tomorrow you're going.
Okay, do this for Dolphins because you're jumping. And do that for Washington. Who do you pick? Dolphins. All right, he's going for Miami.
We're gonna play charades. I'm gonna go Miami as well. I don't know. I feel like they got a little bit more talent. We don't know. I mean, obviously Jaden's not playing this week. We don't know what they're really gonna look like without him. Like I said, that
Let's
whole
be
team is
fair
old.
though. Keegan, even if Jaden was playing, you would vote against them because much like Houston, you hate Jaden Daniels.
I don't hate Jaden Daniels.
Yes, you do
like
because
Houston.
they dared say he was better than your golden boy Caleb Williams. You have hated the Jaden Daniels rhetoric ever since then.
I said his rookie year would be better than Caleb Williams. Where I don't get is he has had a terrible year, and everyone's like, it's fine. And like Caleb, like the receivers dropped the pass when like it must have been Caleb. And it's just like, all right,
Dude,
let's have
the drops this last weekend, insane for the Bears.
Yeah, Keegan was talking to me about it.
it was frustrating to watch. Like I legit thought they were gonna lose because I'm like, they can't catch the football. What are we gonna do? It doesn't matter.
I mean, I know it's your team and all, but they did not deserve to win that game.
Mm-mm.
Like the comeback, like it's nice that they did, but they didn't deserve that win. They pulled that out of their ass.
Caleb deserved it because he was the only player playing.
He should have just kept throwing passes to himself.
I mean, just throw it at the tight end. Don't throw it to any receiver and cut Zacharias. Like, what's going on there? Next matchup is two teams we don't know who they are. They could be really good. They could be really bad. It's Carolina going to Atlanta. David, which of these teams shows up to win?
As a proud member of the Kitty Cat Club, I do have to turn in my membership because I got to stick with my boy Bijan. Let's do it. I think Atlanta, while they did lose last week in Germany, they did look a lot better in that game than I think Carolina looked in their loss. I think Atlanta is trying to get it together. I don't know what's happening with Carolina. They almost look like they self-imploded. I don't know what's going on over there. They're probably the better team ultimately. If both teams are at their best, Carolina probably wins. But I got a feeling the desperation is definitely sinking in Atlanta, and I think they're going to pull it off and get a win this week.
Bobby.
Atlanta's going to win.
Brendan.
Yeah, I think Atlanta's going to get a little revenge for their earlier season loss, and they'll be able to pull things together a little bit easier.
Nick.
You know, I'm going to stick with the Kitty Cat Club because Carolina has been surprising this season. I did not expect them to be
Hold on.
Where they are?
Wait. This is Atlanta put up 0 points last time they played, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I'm sticking with my pick, but oh no.
It's okay. The reverse will happen this time, and Carolina will put up 0 points.
And somehow Atlanta has -1. Like,
No, it's the 0-0 tie that we were hoping for.
dude, it was possible for at least half that game last night.
I was just like, at some point, I was like, I kind of want to see a 0-0 tie. And then I wanted them to get the safety and just have it end at 3-2 because I'm like, that is the most soccer score I think you could get. I think that'd be hilarious.
I wanted it to end what it ended with because I think starting and ending the week with terrible games that have the same score is funny.
It is funny.
It was funny score wise, but not.
It's like on your bookshelf, and you bookend your like great collection of books with like really shitty kids books.
Yeah, ones that no one wants to read, and then you're like, look at these pristine first edition signed copies, and you're like, what is this in the middle? Scott, who you taking?
Scott has been.
Scott, you're muted right now. No, you're muted like on the computer. You can hit the button. Your icon is showing that you're muted. Okay, try now. Okay, Scott picks
Scott,
Denver.
just go like this for the Panthers, or like this.
Yeah, are we
Now
flying or
Keegan
roaring?
muted his film.
We're having technical difficulties. We'll ask him when he gets back on.
Keegan, just call Scott on your cell phone and like speakerphone it.
I don't know. It might work. We'll ask him if he gets back on. I will take the Panthers just because of both teams play really good and then they play really bad. And the Panthers just came off of playing really bad. So I feel like it's their time to play really good. And the Falcons, I don't know. They play bad when they play in divisions. So
I'd like to see them both play really well. It'd be a really good game if they both played to their top.
I think so too. I think the Panthers can win and Bijan can still have a really good game.
Bijan needs to have a shitty game.
I think Bijan needs to move to Dallas.
I thought Bijan got hurt because a while they were only playing their backup, and I was
I don't know why that happened. I agree. I got I think I got 7 points from him altogether. I think or something. It was crazy. He did not have a good week for me.
As a Texas fan, his lack of performance concerned me.
Yeah, I maybe he ate a bad sauerkraut or something out there. Who knows?
They just didn't want anything bad to happen. They're like, just put in the other guy. Next matchup, we got Buffalo hosting Tampa Bay. David, this one's kind of tough now. Who are you taking?
Yeah, this is super weird. I mean, luckily, Tampa has the advantage that a lot of other teams don't, in that they can use their pirate ship to take the sea route to get around to places. So they don't really have to fight a lot of people going over land if they don't want to. And Buffalo's in a good position to just kind of circle around Florida, go up the East Coast, and you're pretty much right there. Only bad thing about this, you may run into other pirates. So
the Raiders.
Luckily, they're busy on the other coast. So I think Buffalo's the better team, but they just lost to the Dolphins. And I don't know if that's indicative of who they really are or if it's something that's going to spur them on to get their shit together, because that's almost as bad as losing to the Jets or the Browns. Like, that's rough. That's real rough losing to the Dolphins, especially the season they're having. I think I'm going to have to go Tampa. So, yeah, I think the Pirates pull one over and plunder Buffalo.
Bobby.
Buffalo.
All right, Brendan.
I think I agree with David. I think I'm going to go with Tampa. I'm not sure I can trust the Buffalo defense, and they've been not up to what I think everyone's standards are of Buffalo. So,
Nick.
I'm going to go Buffalo.
Scott.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
What'd you say?
Wow,
Kidding.
what?
All right, so first, Scott, tell us Carolina, Atlanta. Who's winning that?
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with Atlanta for that one.
Okay, and now Tampa Bay, Buffalo.
Now I'm going to go with Buffalo. Let's go Bills.
Yeah, and I got to go Bills up until I meet Josh Allen maybe in a couple weeks. Otherwise,
Yeah, if you didn't pick him right now, he was canceling that Chili's reservation.
Yeah, just like No more. And I actually do think I ate at that Chili's, but in my mind, I think I thought it was an Applebee's. So that's
What is
on
wrong
me.
with no? That's fucking blasphemous. Because I'm sorry, Applebee's is subpar compared to Chili's, and I'm
It's
not
the-
saying Chili's is great, but
it's the architecture that they have up in Laramie just reminds me of our Applebee's, so that's why I got it confused.
But did you eat anything? Because food at Applebee's is awful compared to Chili's.
I don't remember. This was a while ago when I was working up there, and
The drinks are also a lot better at Chili's than Applebee's.
I know I had a drink there, so
Yeah.
it was good. Next matchup is the very fun Tennessee Titans hosting the Houston Texans. David, Houston getting on a roll?
Yeah, but their last 3 games have been at home, and they did not do very well on the road before this. So, and they should not, by all means, they should not have won this last game. The Jags should have taken that off. I think that's more the Jags lost that game as opposed to Houston won that game. I think they just let their foot off the gas too early and were like, oh, this is easy, and allowed the Texans to smack them in the mouth. So that was wild. Like Brendan pointed out earlier, like that's crazy ending to that game. However, we all know Tennessee's been awful this year. They're all over the place. I don't think they get it together well enough to beat Houston because, again, Houston, like it helped that they won this game, but they're still in desperation mode. They need these wins. So they've got more they're fighting for. I think Tennessee's probably already resigned to the fact they're not going anywhere this season. So morale-wise, Houston's riding high. I think the only question of this game more so is who's quarterback, especially if Stroud is healthy, if he's able to play, because I don't think he's still cleared yet. I don't know. I haven't looked, but I think he's still a question mark. But who do you play? Especially if Stroud gets out there and sucks for the first quarter or two. Do you bench him? Do you bring out, so that's going to be very interesting to see. But I do think, I think Houston takes this one probably pretty easily.
Bobby.
Houston.
All right, Brandon.
I do think Houston will win. I think Tennessee will probably put up a little more of a fight coming off a bye with their new head coach and being able to learn his new schemes and stuff for the last couple weeks. Also, it's a divisional game, and divisional games are always up in the air sometimes.
Well, we have a breaking news, Nick. Breaking news before you pick. Mohan Kapur will be in attendance for the Tennessee Titans.
Cool.
Does this change who you're picking?
Nope. Tennessee.
I was gonna say I think that's just Nick's new intro music before he talks every time.
I was wondering what was happening. I assumed it was Bob, but didn't know his phone was ringer was on, so I just wasn't sure what was happening.
Wasn't me.
No, I know now. I know now.
It was me, Bobby. Scott.
I've still got to go Houston. Titans have just been struggling, even if they are at the home. And Brendan's right; they're coming off the bye, and it's a division title, and they're at home. But still going to go with Houston.
Yeah,
Keegan is gonna pick Tennessee because he hates Houston.
No, I can't
What?
pick Tennessee. I can't.
Just like you can't give up the Detroit defense.
Yeah. Hey, make an offer. We'll see where it goes. As long as it's not the Houston.
I have
defense.
an offer on the table for you waiting. So
We'll look at it. No, I think Houston's defense will smother the Tennessee offense. It might be a dirty defense, but they're gonna just beat down the Titans. I don't even think it'll be close. I think it will be a solid win for Houston. Next matchup is Minnesota hosting Chicago. Nick, who are you taking?
taking Minnesota.
That was anticlimactic. All right, David.
Yeah, no, I agree. Caleb Williams is not good. He can't even throw it to where his catchers can catch it. The receivers are trying their best, and Caleb is just chunking it out there like a rock. So, Eberflus wasn't the problem. Caleb Williams was. I'm going Vikings.
You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna have to cancel this trade request from Nick.
Why do you insist on punishing me for the things that David says?
No, but honestly, I think Caleb's
Guilty
the
by
only person
association.
really. Caleb's one of the only people who's trying on that team, from what I saw this last week. And a young quarterback can only do so much. I think it'll be a very close game, but I think the Vikings are a little more stable of a team right now. I think they got a little more going for them, a little more experience, and they can actually catch balls. So I do think Minnesota's going to win, but it will be a close game.
Bobby.
Minnesota.
Brendan.
I'll take the Bears.
The Bears. Scott.
The Bears.
Oh, Bears. I'm going to be the same. I'm going to be the Dial Bears. Kind of make a comeback, revenge from their ugly loss last year, loss earlier in the season. So, yeah, Bears are going to take this one.
Yeah, I'll take the Bears as well. I feel better about the Minnesota defense than I do about Chicago's defense, but I think I feel better about the Bears offense than I do Minnesota's offense. But I think it'll be close. We know JJ had a lot of luck against the Bears last time, so I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Either way, I think both teams will offensively look good, but I think the Bears do eke this one out just by a little. Ooh, this should be a fun matchup. It could be our 0-0 tie. New York Giants hosting Green Bay. This is in MetLife too, David, so we got to factor in the stadium and the whole ritual that it takes.
So I heard Jordan Love's already broken his ankle.
Just in
He
theory.
he looked at a picture of it and was like, "Oh no." Yeah, I mean, what's funny is even though they're like division rivals with us, I dislike Green Bay more than I dislike the New York Giants. Just something about them. I can't stand Green Bay. So
Same, dude, right?
But remember, it might be Russell Wilson starting this one.
Yeah, no, and it might be. Well, not only that, they've lost already so many of their great players, two of which I was counting on this year. They're gone. They just fired their head coach. We don't even know who's going to be stepping up for this. Like, they are in chaos over there. But that would also make it so much funnier if they beat Green Bay. So, you know what? Just solidarity with Nick. I'm gonna say New York Giants.
All right, Bobby.
Oh God.
He's not playing this game.
I think the Giants will win though, since Dable's gone. I think the Giants will win.
It'd be so funny if they just come out like amazing with him gone.
Yeah.
I mean, they just got to finish because they've come out amazing. They just don't know how to finish games. So,
Yeah.
Brennan.
The Packers.
All right, we know Nick's picking the Packers, Scott.
No, you don't ever put those words. Nope.
Don't
Those
you put
words
that
will
cheese
never-
in his mouth. Don't put
Don't
that
you
cheese in
ever-
his mouth.
Don't you ever tell anybody I'm picking the Packers.
I'm just gonna say
I will pick the Packers if I will pick the Packers, but don't ever say it for me.
I'm just gonna
No,
send
not picking
Nick
the
and
Packers.
Bobby to a Packers Raiders game. Just like there you guys go.
There's not enough beer in the world for me on that one. No, go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Giants.
All right, Scott.
I'm going to go with the Packers. A little too much chaos going on around the Giants right now, and even though the Packers are not necessarily the greatest thing on turf,
You're damn right. They're not the greatest thing.
that's right. Well, they're not, but there's still a little bit more normalcy with Green Bay right now than there is with the Giants. So in that case, I'm going with the Packers.
Yeah, but their normalcy is being terrible. Did you not see their game last night?
Well, yeah, no, I did. I watched every single exciting field goal.
Yeah, I'm sorry for you then, because that was awful.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the Packers as well, but I hope the I hope the Giants do it just because, like David said, it'd be funny if in all this chaos they somehow beat the Packers. But I don't think they will. But I will be rooting for that. Next one is the Bengals going to Pittsburgh. Another kind of interesting one, David. Pittsburgh not looking great again. They look good one week and terrible the next. And Cincinnati has Joe Flacco. So
I mean, the first time they played a couple weeks ago was actually an amazing game. I think they played really well. But then I have to ask myself, if I had to be out in public with one of them, would I rather be seen with Joe Flacco or Aaron Rodgers? And I think I got to go with Flacco. Because Aaron Rodgers is just...
Flacco, if that's your question.
I just feel like Aaron Rodgers is kind of crazy. Like, Aaron Rodgers gives me the energy of somebody that he would suddenly stab you in public for no reason.
Yeah.
And think that that's fine. Whereas Joe Flacco, a little weird, but that's more of the you make up an excuse to leave early to not have to hang out with him kind of guy. So I do think the Bengals are also, minus quarterbacks, a better team than the Steelers. It's kind of a coin toss for me because, again, they were so close that last time they played. But I think theoretically, Joe having more time with Cincinnati has hopefully made him better with them. I'm sure they've gelled more since that last time they met, whereas Pittsburgh can't really do much to up their game from what they played last time. Like, it's still basically the same team on that front. So logically, I think Cincinnati might be in a slightly better position this time around than what they were last time, and they still managed to win last time. So I'm gonna have to go with the Bengals.
Bobby,
I'm taking Cincinnati.
you're
That took you,
taking
like-
Cincinnati.
Yeah,
That took you like 4 times longer than all of your other picks.
I know. I was going back and forth. I'm like,
We know he doesn't like Cincinnati, so I'm shocked.
Just logically, it's hard to not pick them.
Yeah, logically, Brendan.
The Steelers defense I trust more than the Bengals, but the Bengals offense I trust more than the Steelers. So flip a coin. I don't know. I'll choose Pittsburgh since they're at home.
Nick.
You know, I would agree with David's statement earlier about I'd rather hang out with Flacco than Aaron Rodgers. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Cincinnati there.
All right, Scott.
Yeah, Bengals are coming off a bye, so maybe there's 1 week there where Flacco and Chase and Flacco and Higgins were kind of getting their mind in the same realm of how to do things. So I think that could be a big game for Flacco come this weekend. So I'm going to go Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cincinnati as well. The Pittsburgh Steelers looked bad, really, really bad this last game. Rodgers' arm just wasn't looking like it should. The receivers weren't getting open. Just as a team, it looked tired and old. At least with the Bengals, they have younger talent that can make some plays.
There was a couple of shots during the Steelers game with their coach where he just looks so done with like NFL football. He just looks like he's like, why am I here?
There was a lot of shots of Aaron Rodgers just looking sad and depressed as he stared up into the air. Like, at first he looked really mad when things didn't happen, and then he was just like,
It's like he just resigned himself to it.
yeah, he was just like, I did that. That was me. I was bad. Let's see. Our next matchup is the Jacksonville Jaguars in Duval hosting the Chargers, who are all playing backup linemen. I don't know if you guys saw, but on their PFF rankings, most of them were like 36 out of 38 or 38 out of 38. Like they were all some of their worst ranked offensive linemen they could be.
Yeah.
And the Chargers were still getting it done. But David, is Herbert going to be enough to get over the Duval hump in Jacksonville?
I don't think so, man. I think we got to give it to Duval. They're going to take it. They got embarrassed in Texas. They had to scurry back to their pool, soak up the last of those warm air energy, and get out there ready to play. Plus, Chargers are coming from very far away. That's a lot of teams. You got at least 3 or 4 fights on your way. So I think that's gonna knock them down a peg. And Jacksonville is going to continue this super weird season of sucking one weekend and then being good the next.
Bobby?
Jacksonville's going to beat San Diego. I don't like.
Whoa. What
I don't like San Diego. You don't want them to win.
I know, but what do you got to say if you pick Jacksonville?
Duval.
All right, there we go. Bretton.
I want to see the Chargers.
That's just because he doesn't want to say Duval.
It's exactly.
Nick.
Duval. Go ahead.
Okay. Scott.
This game I'm going to Duval it again. I'm going to.
Oh shit!
So,
Oh God, I'm Duvaling all over the place.
Duvaling.
God, I walked into the room. He Duvaled all over the place. It was disgusting.
Well, yeah, I mean it still is, but.
It still is.
Hey, you got a little Duval on you right there. Just
He wipes his lips.
In my mind too, I just see that. Oh shit! Here we go again, but it's oh shit, Duval again. So yeah, give me Jacksonville and the Jaguars to do something. I don't know. Next matchup is Seattle, LA in LA.
Hey,
David.
before we move on, can we just say, with their new stadium coming, it's going to be a massive disappointment if they really don't have the pools coming over to the new stadium.
Yep, 0 pools in the renders. It's a disappointment.
So I hope that's just the early art, and they're going to because you got to have the pool. That's an iconic stadium piece. I mean, if you're going to compete with Trump Stadium, you got to have something cool, and theirs is the pool.
Right. Yeah. No. It's going to be a big downgrade. Maybe that's why they lost last week, to kind of show everyone they need the pools to do good.
Yeah, they were like, doing really well, excited, and then somebody called them at the beginning of the 4th and were like, "Hey, Trevor, did you hear that we're not going to get a pool in the new stadium?"
Oh.
And then they just threw it.
Well, you tell them we're not winning any more games until they put that pool back.
Put it back or we're done. So next game, Seattle, LA Rams, David.
See, this is tough because Matthew Stafford is legitimately one of my favorite players out there right now. He's fantastic. I think dude's going to get himself a few more Super Bowl rings before it's all said and done. However, Sam Darnold is my favorite android that is currently on the field. So if I have to go down to teams, I do think Seattle's a little better than the Rams right now. They're on a hot streak. They're clicking. They're pulling together at the right time. I think Sam Darnold is legitimately trying to prove that he is the franchise quarterback for this team, that he's found a home and that somebody wants to keep him for a while. So hurts to go against my boy, but I think Seattle's going to take it.
Bobby?
Rams. I think the Rams are going to go off on Seattle.
You have Seattle's quarterback. What are you doing?
Huh?
Brandon?
Why? I don't know. I got the Rams quarterback, don't I?
No, Nick has
No,
the
I have
Rams
the Rams quarterback.
Oh, I got Darnold then. Okay.
That's funny. I traded both of them to both of you.
That is funny.
I feel like like a grandparent.
I want you to show up in full old person makeup next week.
Oh,
With a
okay.
cane.
If they tie, I will.
Brennan,
Seahawks.
you didn't sound enthusiastic at all with that answer.
He could not care less.
All right, Nick, what about you? Are you taking the Darnold or the Stafford?
I mean, I have Stafford on my fantasy team, but like, I think Darnold's just the better quarterback. And I think Seattle is just the better team. They have more They have more
See,
synchrony.
I disagree with half of that. I think Stafford's the better quarterback, but I think Darnold's got the better team, and that makes him what he does have that much better. But if it's just genuine, like one quarterback versus another, I think it would be Stafford. But team-wise, they're able to take advantage of Darnold better than I think the Rams currently are.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. I'm gonna pick Seattle, even though I have Stafford on my fantasy team.
I think both of them are going to get crazy points either way, though. I do not think this is going to be a blowout by any means. I think it's going to be like a high-scoring affair on both sides.
I hope so.
Scott?
Yeah, I think Stafford solidifies his MVP victory for this year, so long as his back stays healthy. If his back stays healthy for the last few weeks, then Stafford's going to be MVP. But this is going to be the start of that last run toward the end for Stafford going with the Rams pretty handily.
Yeah, I'm going to take Seattle in this one. I think it'll be a good game. Both offenses are just killing it. Stafford is having a great year, and I'm glad to see it because he spent a lot of times having good years in Detroit and just not getting anything from it. But Seattle's defense has come alive, and their offense is clicking finally. So I got to take Seattle.
So can we all agree that if they would have kept Matthew Stafford and had the rest of the team the way it is now and was last year, so Detroit would have won a Super Bowl already.
Yeah, but I think some of these players did come from the Stafford trade, though.
I know, but I'm saying if he had this team, though,
Oh yeah,
I think he by far they would have been the next Kansas City. We'd be talking about three-peats probably.
I could see it.
Yeah, I honestly, he's definitely a top 5 for me. Maybe even one of the top like 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the league. I think. Like,
oh, definitely.
Yeah, Stafford's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Next matchup looks to be Arizona hosting San Francisco. David,
I hope they set the table really nice, have some good drinks, little snacks and stuff, because San Francisco is going to blow through those birds. It is. I still can't believe that Dallas got embarrassed so badly by them. Arizona is garbage. They are not having a good year. I'll be interested to see how things go with the backup quarterback sticking in there longer, and see if he deserves to, grab that starting spot. Like, hey, that may be another boost for him. And I know San Francisco is still kind of held together with Band-Aids and a dream, but I think they've just proven they're a much tougher team right now than Arizona is. So I do expect San Francisco to win it probably pretty easily.
Bobby,
San Francisco's going to blow Arizona out.
all right, Brennan.
I think San Francisco will win. Trust their team a little bit more.
Nick,
San Francisco.
Scott.
I think they put Kyler Murray on IR just so that they can go ahead and play Brissett for the rest of the year. But it's all for the ultimate goal of being able to get the number 1 pick for the draft, of which, in case, could very easily be the Indiana University alumni. They're telling you that Fernando Mendoza will be winning the Heisman and thus will be the first pick by the Arizona Cardinals. And then Fernando Mendoza can take over the quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals for next year. But for what we're talking about this year and we're talking about this week, in that case, it's going to be the 49ers.
I don't think the Cardinals get the first pick.
Yeah.
I think it's going to the Jets.
Might be going to the
I was
Browns.
thinking Tennessee.
Yeah,
It
I
could
think
go to Tennessee. Yeah.
honestly, Cardinals probably end up like 5th or 6th at best for them. Like they're not good, but they're not god awful.
Tennessee wouldn't take a quarterback, so if you look at teams that need a quarterback, I mean Arizona would be pretty good up there.
Yeah, for me, I think I'm going to go out and take a flyer on Arizona to upset San Francisco and send them to 2 straight losses and kind of shake up the NFC West out that way. In our next matchup, we got Baltimore traveling to big old Cleveland in the dog pound, David.
Yeah, no, I think the Ravens are back. I think they fixed whatever woes were there, and I think they're genuinely going to be fighting as hard as they can to grab one of those playoff spots. So I give it to Baltimore.
I think it's because they removed all the ping pong tables and put in copies of the Raven.
They did. They got rid of all the good stuff, and they were like, "You're going to be depressed as shit till we win."
Just keep reading that over and over. And now they're winning. Bobby?
Baltimore.
Brendan.
Who do you think Baltimore will win?
Nick?
Baltimore.
Scott?
Yeah, Lamar is back, so I'll take Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore as well. Cleveland plays okay, but if Lamar's healthy, I just have to favor him over Cleveland. Our next matchup is our final of the afternoon slate, and that is Denver Broncos hosting those Kansas City Chiefs. Bobby, Chiefs winning this by how many?
No, we're not. They're not. I said we get up on Kansas City by halftime, 21-7. We hit the gears going. I think we go to 9-2 and win the division Sunday.
Okay. Do you think they'll ban Taylor Swift from the stadium?
Yep.
Okay.
Not since it's in Kansas City.
No, it's here.
It's in Denver.
It's here.
Yeah.
Can we just
Kansas
imagine the outcry if it came out that the Denver Broncos banned Taylor Swift from their stadium?
She would never come to Colorado ever again.
Do you know how many people would boycott Walmart?
Oh no.
I don't even think they are missing out on that.
All right, David, what are your thoughts with this big matchup here in the AFC West?
I think this is probably one of the most overrated matchups because I feel like both these teams are overrated. A lot of hype at the beginning of the year, a lot of following them, and like they've done well, but I have not been blown away by the performance of either team, to be honest, like out on the field. Kansas City just had their bye, correct, after losing to Buffalo?
Yep.
Right, because I don't think they play. Yeah. So I hate them. I really don't like Kansas City, but I think they will pull it off against Denver. I think they've got more discipline. I don't think they have more talent, but Denver's still kind of finding out who they really are. I don't think they're definitely not the Super Bowl team that people seem to think they were going to be this year. So, unfortunately, I do think Kansas City wins this.
Brendan?
I'm going to go Kansas City. Yeah, Andy Reid has a really good record coming off of buys, and I think they can figure it out.
Especially after losing to Buffalo yet again in the regular season. They're going to be pissed.
Yeah, good thing it's not the postseason, though, because they always beat Buffalo in the postseason.
It's so funny that Buffalo wins all the regular season and they win all the postseason. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Nick?
It's tough to say because Denver. I mean, if Denver plays at like they did last Thursday, then Kansas City. But I still want to see Denver win, so I'm gonna pick Denver.
I would love to get this one wrong. I'd be fine if this goes against me because I'd much prefer anybody against Kansas City to win.
Scott.
I'm going to go with Denver at home, specifically because it's at home.
People have trouble playing at Denver. That's not Denver. I know the air is an issue.
Yeah. I think
Altitude.
I think the altitude will have an effect. I think especially since San Francisco, so many people are hurt, and they're having the backups most of the game. So that could come.
Do you mean Kansas City, Scott?
Yeah, you're right. Kansas City, same thing. They have too many injuries.
I didn't know they had injuries. I thought they were pretty healthy.
Yeah, there's a few there that just, especially on the line, their line is having some problems, and they're still trying to figure out what the hell to do with Worthy. So no, I'm going to go with Denver at home.
I'm going to have to go with Kansas City on this one. Just the Broncos offense, I can't buy into right now. They've taken a step back. It's the sophomore slump, which happens with young quarterbacks, but I think we at least know where Kansas City is, and I think that's better than the 10-7 game we just got. And luckily, this one's not on prime time because that means Broncos would play even worse. This Sunday night, though, we got Philadelphia hosting Detroit. Brendan, who you got?
Philly, of course.
Man,
Their defense is good enough; they'll be able to slow down that Lions offense. It'll be fine. We got this.
all right, Bobby.
Philly.
All right, David.
Apparently, my other companions that have just guessed that did their picks did not watch that atrocious game last night.
Nope, I didn't.
Literally no way. Detroit wins. Detroit is going to take this one easily.
I mean, we held the team to 7 points that you guys allowed 40 and tied with. So
That I didn't say Dallas would beat Detroit either.
I'm just saying. Honestly, I was kind of hoping for a 0-0. Keegan and I joked about it being a tie last night. So then Philly and Dallas both tied against the Packers.
Yeah, but immediately as soon as I put that out, they completed a 40-yard pass, and I was like, "Well, there goes that idea." Dang it, Nick.
Yeah. I only watched the first half of the game last night, and I can tell you Detroit will beat Philly on that one.
All right, Scott.
I'm going to say that because of how bad the game was last night, that the Eagles will turn it around at home and at least take care of the Lions. It'll still be close. It'll be a good game, but it's going to go for the Eagles' way. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I'm going to pick Detroit. Maybe MCDC runs out there and bites the kneecaps off of some of the Eagles players. I think that could happen, and the Lions just kill it. No, but in all seriousness, I think the Lions can get this one done. Their offense has been looking a lot better since he took over because we were having a little bit of issues. Obviously, new coordinators. They didn't do a real good search last year. But, man, I just don't know what the Eagles are. They have a good defense, but it's the offense holding them back this year, which is weird considering they had two 1,000-yard receivers last year and should have been the record holder for running backs. So,
yeah, I think we're seeing the last good year of the Eagles for a while. I think they're in a decline. But
I think
we'll check that
last year with AJ Brown. Yeah. We say that this year like we did with the Chiefs when we were like, oh. And that brings us to Monday night, David. You guys are going to big old Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. What are your thoughts with that game?
I do think Dallas wins it, hopefully easily, but that's what I said about Arizona, so nothing's a given. I will say if they don't win this game, the season's completely over. They're already looking pretty bad, but this is kind of their do or die game. So hopefully, I mean, with the bye week, the loss of the teammate, they got a lot going on, but they 100% need to go out there and smack them in the mouth big time. they can't afford to even let this game get close. So fingers crossed, Cowboys take this game.
Bobby.
Dallas.
Oh, Bobby's back on the Dallas bandwagon, so this is good news, David. Because when he got off of it is when they lost. So it's good to
Bobby
see.
needs to be our new mascot.
Yes. Bobby, are you up for that? Dressing the cowboy hat? All right, next week you got to come in the cowboy hat. Brennan?
I think Dak is going to party too hard in Vegas and forget to show up for the game, and Vegas will win because Dallas is going to sleepwalk into it thinking they have a second bye week.
See, I think that might have been right if they wouldn't have just lost so bad to the Cardinals, because I think that was their problem is they overlooked them. They thought it was going to be an easy win, and they got embarrassed.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that assessment there. Nick?
I think Dallas is going to take this.
Scott?
Yeah, Dallas will take this one. Not necessarily too difficultly, but yeah, it'll be the Cowboys.
Yeah, I got to take the Cowboys as well. The Raiders have looked bad, not like Tennessee bad, but at least the Cowboys have looked pretty competent in some of the games, and to the point that you're like, they could probably win a playoff game with some of the games they played. I can't say that at all with the Raiders, so there's no way I can pick the Raiders in this one. And I think what has transpired within the team, I think will pull them together, and they'll go 1-1 for him. So
I also think that they're going to have that advantage of the bye week, being able to slot in those new defensive guys and hopefully give them a little extra practice together that we might have a semi-competent defense on the field for the first time this season.
Well, and I will say, I think losing to the Cardinals helped motivate Jerry to go make that big trade that he promised.
I think so too. I think he was like, wow, we're in worse shape than I thought.
Yeah, because like part of me thinks the Wilson one was his big trade because that's the one they said early. And then I think the Williams one was like, okay, people aren't taking it. Let's get him in as well. I know you talked about a couple, but I don't know. I think if they had reversed how they announced it, people would have taken the Wilson one.
I agree because they were more like, it sounded like the one he was talking about was already done.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think the Williams one was done till close to when we heard about it, like later on in the afternoon. Like I'm sure it was on the table, like kind of talking about, but I don't think that's what he was mainly like. Oh yeah, we got somebody good, a bench player from the Bengals.
Hey, he woke up and was on a better defense. That's all he knew.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sure he knew. I'm sure all that contract still got worked out. But yeah, there's our picks. We'll be back. David, anything you want to say with the college football weekend that was, I guess?
Not a ton happened. I know we're getting close though to the playoffs, so it's just interesting to see those top 12. And I watched Indiana almost take it on the chin from Penn State. And I gotta say, I'm not super impressed with Indiana. Like their quarterback, I don't know. We'll see. I know you said he's like Heisman and he might get it, but I don't know. I'm very interested to see how their season ends up. It's kind of a Cinderella story for them, coming from nothing to being like potentially best in the country. So I would keep my eyes on those Hoosiers.
Yeah, the Indiana season is pretty easy. I mean, Wisconsin this week, and then after a bye is Purdue, which is
I think they've nailed it for like this was their last big challenge was Penn State, and Penn State's not even that great this year, so it's going to be the playoffs.
And then it goes to the Big Ten tournament, and then the Indiana Ohio State battle. Now that's going to be a battle. We'll have to see who comes out on top.
Yeah, we got some good games coming up this weekend. A lot of those ranked battles, and Texas in Pacific has to play a bunch of ranked teams coming up. So they're gonna have a tough road ahead of them if they're gonna earn their spot in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Who are you guys playing this week?
Georgia.
David?
Yeah, it's Georgia this week.
Ooh, what are your thoughts with them?
If the right team shows up, they can do it. I think they can beat Georgia, but if they will, I mean, they are coming off a bye, so hopefully they took that extra time and put it into some new plays, some new practice. I don't think, I'm not counting them out. I think it'll be a good game, but it could go either way. I wouldn't personally. I'm not going to bet any money on it or anything like that. But then they got some Thanksgiving game for them is against A&M, who's undefeated so far. But we all know the Aggies suck ass, so even if they win that game, they suck.
It only worries me a little bit because it's in Athens. It wouldn't worry as much if it was in Texas, where Archie is playing a lot better than on the road. So the fact that they have to go to Georgia worries me a little more than
if he can look good. I mean, even if they lose, if it's like a close loss, I'll feel really good about him if he can have a good game, regardless of what the ending score is. If Arch has a really good game there, it'll show me that he's at least growing a lot throughout this season, and it'll make me feel real good about next year. So I mainly just want to see a great game out of him. And of course, I mean, I hope they win. They definitely can. They can win. But we'll see if they do.
Well, speaking of, we'll see if they do. Nick, what are your thoughts with this logo here?
I don't know why you're asking me, but it looks all right.
Well, because
I'm pretty sure that's who's playing the UNC Bears. Yeah.
They have a really cool field. If it's at
Well,
home.
if that's the case, then they suck. I hate them.
Yeah, this is Eastern Washington.
That is the correct. No, they suck. It's stupid. I hate it. It's horrible. I wish to never see it again. Get it off my screen.
I
Their
will
field
say
is red.
this is
Get
an
it off my
ugly-ass
screen,
logo.
Keegan. Thank you.
That's a super ugly logo.
Yeah, that's not a
That's
good one.
No, that's like, hey, my mom learned PowerPoint. You wanted to make a logo?
Yeah,
Like it looks terrible.
yeah.
What if they used just their college? Oh, it won't let me. I was going to say this one just looks like a legal company. This is their alternate to that one. Let's see if I can pull it up. Their main one is just Eastern, and it's in like that stamp font. Maybe even real estate. Like I could see that as a real estate logo.
Well, that's better than the other. That's better than the last one. But
It's the same one. It's the same logo. It just has the actual text now. It's still stupid. Get it off my screen, Keegan.
I think it should stay there for a little more.
I will fight you, sir. I will come over there.
Okay, so do you think you guys won this week, Nick?
No.
No.
Puppy Dog, we're gonna have a visitor. He's gonna come all the way to Kansas to beat me.
I'm gonna beat you down.
You're gonna beat him
You
down.
don't like visitors, do you? My big aggressive puppy dog will get you.
All right. Well, on that note, we will be back. Make sure, if you can, help Nick become head coach of the University of Northern Colorado Bears. It's been a lifelong dream. I know he's been working on it. He's got the headset on right now. He's ready to call some plays. Help us bring Nick home. But we will see you guys next week for another episode of